Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah. Look at my new shirt. Very nice, eh? Dude, my camera's still out. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what to do about it. So, before doing this, what we see on the sheet, I'm just going to ask you some questions about last week. See me? See my nice new shirt? Oh, hey. My new camera, too. Trying to pull something up on my my phone. Well, that's going on. Then, can I, yeah, min my rendition cause. Man, bissing don't bomb in a machine, quick don't end on. Man, bissing me away kick and that token omagos. Man, bissing where kick and that token omag, Some den as Chinesen don't sit pones. Nish benon jack and I speak same in a sachi when Jin Coswork. Chimwen Don. Chimwen Don Sachi Chimwen Don Palm set. Mina Chiket where in the cheeking. Francis Gavin Chimwen Don Palm set ma shinny quick. Min up from we cheek kewak or we dum knock where the in the cheeking. Oh, gần quy win màu nêm, quy win màu nêm ghê cú, quy win màu, quy win màu nêm gauge web. I think I don't know. I'm gonna try something gauge web Xeon Bond. I don't know if that's right. Gauge web ga oh ganan ki anungam. What is chicken that? Oh, chick kajab gin nishkamena. Gin non dwak. Gi pom sewed. Yeah. Nuk ming meni mi ang gi pom se. Megwa pom se an gi non dwak benesiag. Benesiag chin gamat. Oh, natan gamat benesiag. Benesiag. Excuse me. So enso gishkak megwa ya an wede. Chimwen dan nishka an chik kajap. To go out there and listen to the birds in Gummuck. Meg one Gumwat. Piggy squam pump say on. Kiwed Nina Aleki Shamin with the Kike that Kino Mario Gamic Ingi Shamin. Megoya Yangi Maji Gimaji Gizi Tayong. Chigis Giswa. I don't know how to say that. To cook the goose. To cook the goose. And piggy squag easy tayong. Piggy squag easy tayong. Oh no. Oh Gisha no nokming. Gisha min Gina good nokming to cut down poplar trees. Keep it omen. Go kewede ken dot kuno ma diogamek. And you can't see a kid you on peel the trees, get. And then nongum gi up to tone tegok godosh. No, that's chopping wood. The ones that we cut down. Gi tone tripod. Gigi swan gigi swan ka gigi swaka menaji sheep. Nongum. Go ahead. Even Alex Chapitan. I give up my Alex to well, we then what? I don't know. I'm trying to say, see him smiling, just looking at the fire. Okay, I'll tell you. So this morning I got up really early. So I went to Nishka to pump say on. So I went for a walk. I go pump say on. Argi pump say with no ming mina meek no. So I walked in the bush and I also walked on the road. May go pump say on ginon walk beneshiak. So while I was up there walking, I heard the birds. Ginon walk beneshiak and gamot. So I was able to hear the birds singing and tan gamot or natan gamwak jishi no beneshiak. So those birds are really really good singers. They were sounds nice. Piggy then Gisha Nin Mena Gisha Min made the Ken Dakunuma Diogamik Chickajep. So after that, still early in the morning, me and Alex went to school. Kunoma Diogamik. That's the name of the school. Kicken dot Kunoma Diogamik. And so when we're there, we had to start getting ready. I'm gonna use different words actually. Imaji Gizi Tamin. So we started getting ready. Jagis. I don't know how to say that. To cook the goose. We got us to cook the goose and the duck. The nin. So gini ke chikit yon gi bo dwege chik kejep. So I made a big fire. Gini ke nok mingi ja. You week was ke. Maybe I don't know if that's collecting birch bark. So I picked up some birch bark. Just so you know, right now is a good time to go out there, and if you want to collect some birch bark, now is the time. Or around this time, you go out there and it comes off fairly easy, and you get some. The one that we got there is all real nice gold color on the inside. Ooh, very nice. And those trees are even an old poplar tree there. You just peel it, and it looks real nice on the inside. So if you want to make some things, anyway. So make one need me Alec young way there in the G Balkway. In the G Balkway on. You up my I use the word while we then more I don't know if that's it. While we then what I looked over Alex, I saw him just smiling, turning the goose too. Had a good time. Oh, I also added in the store. We went in the bush yesterday to collect some of those poplar trees to make a tripod. So that's where, and then I had to leave. Jabois, uh, Jabois. Someone's trying to call me up there. No one ever calls me, and I never have my phone on ringer. Do I need it for tonight? Someone calls me, of course. Okay. Yeah, that was our little story. What we did today, just trying just trying to get out of my zone and try to speak on top of my head about my day, stuff like that. Practice myself, practice language as well. That's uh, that's the best advice I could give you about this language. Just practice it, and then that's it. It's better after that. Going back to the old notes, even to starting, it's a good refresher. Go back and see the stuff you forgot. In a way, got a little worksheet here, or kind of like a little worksheet, a little bit of something for us to. Let's see here. So as you can see, so I want to be able to turn these into questions. Turn these into questions for us. And so this is something I'm just starting to get into, just starting to look into, ask the elders how to do these questions and stuff. So I'm not really sound on this, but I'll share you with some of the stuff that I know about it. All right. So I'm just using the same list of same list of verbs as we did last week. Well, before doing that, I want to ask you a few questions. Just about last week, just to refresh, just to see. So, first question, if anyone's out there, here's a question for you. In a VTA sentence, oh, what does the two A? Oh, yeah, what does the two A's? Who does the two A's talk about? Who do you at the end of that? So if you make so these are VTAs here. So like ngiwap ma megeze. So there's two A's at the end of that sentence, the verb. What does the two A's stand for? It's just that's a little bit of a heavy question, refresher from last week, but let's see. If you can, we'll just oh, Ooh, yes. It that he she he they. That is correct. But there's also something else that two A's are talking. That's who it's talking about. Third person, yes. Okay, now when you see the two A's, does it tell you if it's coming from the third person or to the third person? So is the action coming from, transferring from, or transferring to the third person? Ooh. Oh. And if you answer this correctly, you get a brand new car. Just kidding. Just remind me of some reason what you call popped up in my head. I said that is the Grinch. That part is brand new car. Anyway, yes, very good. Two to third person. So if you see two A's at the back of that, at the like VTA, easy if you see new res rocket, brand new res rocket coming your way, provided from the chief and council. Two, yeah, that would be awesome. Name just win a car. um, okay. So now that you know the two A's are, it's two A's are telling us it's to him or her. So like Giwap Ma Megaze, Giwap Ma Megaze, Giwap Ma. Giwap Ma is like I saw an eagle. So it's I to him or her. So now, what is the ending for? Actually, you know what? Yeah. Actually, we do need it. What is the ending for coming from a third person then? So double A indicates that it's going to a third person. Now, what is our ending that we're looking for to make it to know it as coming from the third person? You got 30 seconds and go. Me. Me. um, what Natasha said, no, Gokadut Natasha. What Natasha said, IG, the IG. So in a sentence like this, if you put an IG at the end, or just maybe in this case with the just add a G to the end of the here, well, that tells us that it's coming from the third person. So it's that the action is being transferred from the third person to whoever. So we went through a few. If I wanted to say, if I wanted to say, I will listen to him or her. How would you create that sentence? So you're with that sentence now you gotta keep in a lot of plays. There's lots to think about for us second language learners. Is that there's a BTA. You gotta think about where the third person's what's the third person. Um, there's something else. Oh, and then the tense markers and all that stuff too, and the pick the right pronouns. So it's a lot to think about, but that's what gets tough about this language. It doesn't get as fun anymore. It just gets hard. But ready for the challenge. I will listen to him or her. That's what I'm looking for. How would you create that sentence? So that's based off last week's lesson. My computer might be a little bit low. It looks like not low. Slow. I will listen to him or her. I will listen to her. Quick I will listen to him or her. I will listen to him or her. Nishnaabemwin. I will listen to her. Nishnaabemwin. Got the correct verb. Yes. Yeah, there it is. So the verb was correct. So C, if you look at Natasha's answer, at the double A at the end of that word, Sindwa, that's the ah part, tells us it's going to him or her. So psind, that's your verb. Listen. And then your definite future tense, I will listen to him or gup sindwa. Gup sindwa. Yeah, correct. Now, how would you, okay? So that's the first part of the sentence. Now this is our sentence we're gonna create. I will listen to her and she will listen to me. I will listen to her and she will listen to me. I will listen to her and then she will listen to me. We are we are yo hey ya we are yo we are ya we are yo we are we are we are we are we are we are yo. I will listen to her and she will listen to me. Mom, oh, way, oh, we are, yeah, 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 we are, we are, yeah. I got um, wabanga, kaston jin gamyan, wabang, geek chin gum chick this weekend. Gone, my voice is tired. Kaya ba? Voice is still tired when sang this weekend. Wabang, I have to sing tomorrow and I have to sing on Friday. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm just trying to. My eyes are quite dim right now. So the answer, I'll put it up on Oh, I picked the wrong class. Novice. Unless someone said it. Oh, yes. Only thing you're missing is an N in front of the second one. Gupsenwalman, Gupsenwig. I will listen to her and she will listen to me. That's our treaty. Okay. So I just want to show you how to turn these into questions. It's quite simple. Yes, Gupsenwalman, Gupsenwig. Correct. Sorry, I should have said that first. Sometimes I look for them. I'm bad for looking for the mistakes first, and I gotta. But the whole sentence was correct. Just a little N is what. But that's very minor. The whole sentence is very off. Starting to see some sentences forming here now, and it's nice to see it. The sentences are forming and starting to. They're getting quite clear. So keep it up, everybody. It's see it getting clear. Okay, here we go. I'm going to look at this. So right at the top there, I put a little Wagnen, Ga, Wa, Ge, Eh. So these are your tense markers. What is Ga telling us? So if I wrote Ga here, put it in here. What is Ga? What is that indicating? Ga indicates something past. I want to show you something. Something in the going to use this. I'm just going to use this little board, this little empty space as a board, because I wanted to use it as a type. I mean, I wanted a board to type on today, but I'm going to use this as like a little whiteboard and type as I'm talking. So hopefully it's moving is over there, that side. So here's a little something. There's something that we need to know about, Ojibwe is that we're gonna be running this start running the things called the initial change or C form sentences. And with C form sentences, there's gonna be a little change happening to the first vowel of the verb. So that's what these little things here. So what happens is, so for some reason, two I's become two A's for some reason. I should write. I'm gonna label it this. I'm just gonna put it like that. So two I's will become two A's. So if you look at this ga here now, what is this coming from? This ga. So those are tense markers. What's ga? Now that you know C form a little bit. So 2 I's will become 2 A's. Which tense marker do you think would happen? It will be ga is a past tense indicator. Another one that changes in the so a single A will change to an E in this initial change thing. So future tense for ga will become ge in C form. So wagnen ge. So what will you? What will you do? Wagnen ga. What did you? Wagnen wa. What do you want to? Wagnen ge again. So A becomes an E for some reason. Another thing too that happens is if it's just a single E. Oh, I think that's about stuff that happens there. But I'll just show you right here. Quick little ga equals G. You know what those mean. Wa equals qui. So see, look at the form here. Up here, the C form. 2 I's will become two A's. Maybe I should go this way. So we know gi. And because of this initial change thing that happens, we'll turn our past tense to a ga. Same thing with the we. See the 2 I's? Then this change thing there, we're going to need it just for this for the question. That's why I'm showing you this. So the we, because it's 2 I's there, it'll turn it to 2 A's. And the reason why I'm showing you these, because these these tense markers become attached to the verb. So that's how we know the verb, the tense marker attaches to the verb, because the change that happens to the tense marker. That's a theory, anyways. So then, if we're looking at ga. So ga is a definite future. Ga will now become ge. Oh, I'm just explaining this initial change parties. Oh, sorry, I'll flip back and forth. So I'm just showing you this so when we get into these questions, you know what's going on here. So this do or present tense marker. So present goes to eh. And this one just connects right to the verb. To the front of the verb. With no mark, no, I don't know why there's no dash there. Okay, let's try it. Ano itong one Nishnaabemwin. Yeah, that's an initial change in C form. This, well, let's go like this too, just so fast. Yeah. So you, there's more. We know that there's more present tense markers. I'm just going to use this one for the example. Okay. So if you look at the back here, this up at the top, actually up at the top here, Wagnen, Ga, Wa, Ge, Eh, and AG. Okay, so that means the ending's going to change, so you're not going to have to. So it's just going to be AG. You take that I off, and you put an AG at the end. So, oh, I'm just going to have to show you, I think, with this one. Let's try a sentence. I'm going to try with Wagnen. We'll put past Ga. So if you want to ask the question, Wagnen Ga, I have to explain something. Who? So now Wanen is who. Wanen Ga. Where am I here? Wanen Ga. Wanen Ga. Oh, let's try this. Wanen Ga. Well, we'll just start with the first verb then. Shum. Shum. So you see, it says that up here. It says there's an ag at the end, so it's gonna go like this. Wanen Ga Shamug. So that's your sentence. That's a sentence. But what's cool about this? You learn your C form, but you're also learning a B form here at the same time. So the VTAs do have B forms, but they're way different than what we're used to. So that's a B form ending. Anyways, Wanen Ga Shamug. Any guesses? I don't. I'm just gonna, who? So this one in, that's who. So we use the word feed. Who did I feed? So that's the question. We'll just go through. So that's why if you look, this was the example up here on how to do it. There's a little, you can't really see it, but there's a line, there's a space, but there's a line there. That's where you're, see where I have it. I don't know why whole words doing that. There we go. One in gosh shamug. So you see that shum? That's where this little space is up on the top question there. That's what that example is. One in gosh shamug. Yeah, so this one's who did I feed? Oh my goodness. I wasn't thinking this through. I'm gonna have to teach you another thing. Oh no, we're good, we're good. Okay, who did I feed? How would you answer that? How would you answer that? You could, based on your knowledge, you could answer this. Who won in gosh a mug? So who did I feed? How would you answer that? No, the C form. The C form is the question. See the question there? That's what brings it to C form. That's what I'm showing you this. That's why the gaw. So you know what the gaw and all that gay, the gaw, wah, gay, yeah. Why it changes? That's why. There's that little thing. But we did that for you need it for questions in the. You got the right verb, but you. How would you say? So the answer would be, who did I feed? Well, you fed say okay, Francis. You fed Francis. So you're only gonna change ga, wa. You're only gonna see ga, wa, ge, and in the question right now. So for right now, I only want to see that in the question. In your sentence to answer this, go back to your regular gi, we, ga, and do. So ga, wa, ge, and is only for the question. So you fed him or her. One in gosh. One in goshamug. One in goshamug. I'm gonna go like this too, because I hear this Wagner, and there's also Wanen. For who? Wanen. Wanen or Wanen? That's your who. So who did you feed then? Or you fed him or her. So the answer, I'm just gonna put it here, but I'm gonna erase it. So this is gonna happen. Guy Guy Shema Francis. But we know that see that the two G's, when the two G's line up, they it just becomes a K. So Key Shema Francis. So there you fed Francis. So you can do lots with this now. So one and gosh mug. This could stay all in the past. So now if we just change the verb, what does this mean now? One and ga we dok fuck. One in ga we dok fuck. One in ga we dok fuck. One in wa we dok fuck. What does that mean now? One in Yep. Who did I help? Okay. One in ga we dok fuck. So how would you answer that now? Who did I help? Just you can make up names if you want. How would you answer that? No Jibway. Who did I help? One and go we do quick. So what is the wig? So you helped. The answer would be you helped Peter. So at the end of this sounds like the action is going to Peter. Help is going to Peter. So, well, your ending would have to change. Just the ending, the last two letters. Instead of egg, it's going to be something else. Something else. Kiwi do qua. There it is. That'll be your answer. Kiwi. Kiwi do qua. Kiwi do qua. And then if you want to turn that into a question real simple, just turn that into Kiwi do qua. There it is. So there's a little template for y'all you could use to turn into questions. Okay. So we do a quick. I'm just gonna do a quick change now. And I'm gonna need you to do I'm gonna get you to do the translation. Tung wanen get quetchmak. Wanen get quetchmak Nishnabem. Ajag no shimon. Wanen get quetchmak. Wanen get quetchmak. Wanen jog no shimon. Wanen get quetchmak. Wanen get quetchmak jog no shimon. Wanen get quetchmak jog no shimon. Win motion. Jibi motion go kid yard. Hey. Who will I ask? It's correct. You changed, you put, okay. So why did you say will? What made you say will? Who will I ask? Who will I ask? What made you say will? Okay, okay. All right. Just checking. Okay. Yes, that's it. So now, how would you answer that? One and get quetchmak. How would you answer that in Nishnaabemwin? One and get quetchmak. Who will I ask? What would be? What's your answer? Oh, 7 o'clock. We'll give you time to think about that. We'll take a little breaky. Toss by us. Gabriel, okay. Okay, let's take a little 10-minute break here. Way high, way high. Yeah, all right. This is where we left off. Wagnin ge Quechmak. Who will I ask? So basically, this is going to be just an introduction to how to get into start asking questions and get lead into these B form questions, and a lot of this stuff is kind of like this. It gets fairly difficult in this part of the portion of the language learning, but with just again same thing, just with a lot of practice and stuff, the words start getting familiar. I recommend starting off with. I gave a whole bunch at first, and seemed like I don't even memorize all of those, so it's better. I'm gonna go back, start off with just a few, stick with that for a little bit, learn the rules, and then start figure out how. Well, you see how it works here. Then you can take the words and place them here, in and out. So just like you can see up there. Yeah. Actually, what am I doing here? So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna change another one. No, we'll go with this. Start with the ga. And there's a little template for you to that you can use. This. That. Well, that's where that line. That's where the verb goes. Huh? Kikwetma Natasha. Yep. Sorry, I know I'm late looking at that. So now, if I wanted to ask a question, a question for wants to. Who do I want to ask? Or who do I want to? Yeah, okay. You wanted to say, okay, who do I want to sing for? Sing to. That's a weird one. Who do I want to kiss? Let's do that one. Who do I want to kiss? It's a funny question. But you could say it. Just use the template up, the question up above. So one in or when in. I fill in that. Just gotta fill in that tense. Oh. Yes, where one in wa, one in waji, one in waji. So who do I want to? So I just wanted to find that bench marker. One in wa. So that's how you get into questions for wants to. There. Or maybe it's who do I want to blank? Okay. So we did one of these already for a definite future. So who am I going to tease? Who am I going? Yeah, who am I going to tease? Who will I tease? Who will I tease? Who? One in get gush cause muck. Yeah. One in get. One in get gush cause muck. Or when in get gush cause muck. So again, just gush. Well, we're just looking. I'm just trying to make the template here. Okay. So now we're looking in the present. Who am I? Who am I hugging? So you could have these. You could have some fun with these ones, or some funny ones. Who am I hugging? Sure, who am I hugging? Oh, who am I hugging? One in oh. So this one, I don't know why. I just see this in yeah. One in Eskigwenak. For some reason, I don't know why, but I see it like this in the writing. There's no dash like it is for the rest. But yes, that's correct. Eskigwenak. I don't know why it's like that, but it just is. Who am I? Not too bad there. Not too bad. That's all of me. Oh yeah. There you go. There's a little template for for you to use. You could take those verbs and put them there. Well, you take the I off and just take those verbs and put them in there. You could play around with those, and you have lots. You could do lots with that. So but check this out. Scroll down a bit. I'm going to take all this. Over here. Same rules apply with the C form stuff. Same kind of deal. Same kind of stuff. But see, taking all this. We're changing one thing. Okay. So this is pretty well exact same thing, but there's a change there. So the last ones were shamuk, one in ga shamuk, one in ga, one in wa shamuk, one in ge shamuk, and one in e shamuk. So it was a G or a K. But now we're looking at one in or wen in ga shamat, wanen or wenen washamat, wanen wenen geshamad, wanen eshamad. So you could say a mut or mud. Either way is good. Either way is fine. But this one has a so because that D changed, that means we're changing the or we're gonna that's our pronoun is changing. Okay. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna never mind. So this one now is who did you? Who did you verb? Who do you want to? Who will you? There. So now these change it to the to you now. So the one up here was to I. Who do I? Who did I? Who do I want to? Who will I? Who am I? Verbing. Now this one is who did you? Verb. Who do you want to verb? Who will you verb? And who are you verbing? Oh, okay. Mi skoje. Ti mi gotski bežal jegmena. Mi najemo. Pretty well at the end here. Anyways, you could use the template to the same way. Two templates. Okay. Okay. So I'll just go through some examples with this here, just so you can hear the difference, and we'll close her down after that. All right. Okay, so same thing. C form, eyes. Eyes change to A's and the A changes to E. Gi, if you see it in the question or if you see this in the front of a verb, it's a gi, but it's just comes up in a different form. It's C form. We is wa, ga becomes ge. Do, da, de, or just an N sometimes is now just an E. So again, last one was a G at the end. So now this one's just a D. One in ga shamad. Who did you feed? One in ga wido quad. One in wa wido quad. Who did you help? Okay, so maybe I'll get you to answer that. We'll get you to answer these if there's anyone out there answering. If not, I'll just or I could just go through them verbally. I'll just explain it a little bit like this, and we'll just basically this works the exact same way as the template up there. One in gosh mud. Who did you? So it's because the did is the past and the ud is telling him it's to you. So one in ga, then blank. That blank again shows you could put all those verbs in there. Any verb that we have on this list. This list, put it in there. Or if you know any more VTAs, those could go in there. Those will fit. Okay, moving down. One en wa. One en wa Gmud. Who do you want to kiss? One en wa sindwid. Sind what? Who do you want to listen to? One en wa quedjmud. Who do you want to ask? And so on and so forth. So you can fit those verbs in there. Now, just going down to the third one down here. Whoa, Shmaji. Okay, one en ge sham one en ge wap mat. Who will you see? One en ge shikwe nut. Who will you hug? One en ge gush cause mat. Who will you hug or tease? One en ge bayat. Who who did you put to bed? Okay, then the last and final one. One in or when in? When in egg when in egg no nut. When in egg no nut. Who are you speaking to? When in eggy wet nut. Who are you taking home? One in oak nut. Who are you chasing? One in ekonoma what? Who are you teaching? Mi skuye mi skuge nin dok che doye kusnungum. Optimwin ba. Uh, but anyways, mi gwachi bijo egg monungum. It's good to see you. Good that you're coming out again. And I guess also I want to recognize that you are taking time out of your schedule to do this, and that's hard. It takes dedication to do that. So, but it's definitely the one that needs most time right now. This language needs nothing but time and money, and that's what this time, nothing but time, and you'll be okay. But I mean, I mean, anyways, you know what I mean. Timmy Gretzky, keep it all, hey. Co-op, co-op, Minim, Mama, peace.